Today we're going to go over Mobile Legends solo queue hero tier list for each position. Let's go.
Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit with you. Just the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit.
Yo guys, how's everyone doing? This is your guy AssassinDave. Welcome back to the foreign famous fam again. Before we get started guys, I know more than half of y'all beautiful sexy people watching have yet to join the coolest, greatest, baddest family in the world of Mobile Legends. If you enjoy the content, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn the bell on to all notification bells. I upload videos on a daily basis to keep you guys entertained and informed. If you like to watch me in real life, sharing some incredible mukbang experience, or learn some great tips guides for League of Legends Wall Rift, make sure to subscribe to my mukbang channel, Dave and Cici, and the new Wall Rift YouTube channel, the AssassinDave Experience, with the links in the description. Love you guys, and without further ado, let's get into the video. In case you want to refer to the full list at any time, I timestamped the complete solo queue hero tier list for each position after a few respective examples. First, let's talk about the position of jungle or core or hyper carry, also known as king of minions in Mobile Legends. Sitting on top of the assassin counter pyramid is Saber. Not only is he the one-shot prince, he's also the best PO assassin in the game. If your team want to center attention on a hyper Cecilion or a hyper Layla, but need an assassin to pass through the early game safely and also offer protection for the carry's late game, well, look no further than Saber. Make sure to check out the assassin one-shot comparison video right here or in the description down below if you want to see which assassin has the most OP kit at level 4. Hanzo is a fun hero to play for sure, but his ability to carry solo queue as core is not as high tier as some players might think. This is largely due to his damage limitations. Hanzo mainly relies on his ultimate to dish out damage. Not only does this all early game no longer deal as much damage as before, Hanzo is also extremely vulnerable when he uses ult. If you are a veteran solo queue player, you would know asking a random teammate to protect yourself or protect your body per se is just another pipe dream that's mostly never gonna happen. That's why we're placing him as A tier in our tier list today. And this is a complete solo queue hero tier list for the hyper carry jungle position. Speaking of mid lane, I want everyone to have the following criteria in mind when looking at the tier list: wave clear, mobility, high burst damage, and crowd control. If a hero has all or majority of these traits, then it's considered S tier, and you should consider picking them up in your next match. If a hero has some of these traits, but severely lacking in some other areas, then their tiers will be lowered accordingly. And we listed all support mid lane heroes as tier C because playing support in solo queue is largely a gamble, and finger crossed that you came across some good random teammates. If you're looking for a hero that can do everything while staying cool and sexy, Mathilda got you covered. This hero not only has exceptional poke in lane, she also has incredible amount of utility packed into her kit. And that includes crowd control, initiation, vision control, saving teammates, or just flat out one-shot somebody. This is why Mathilda is one of the most popular mid support pick in the meta right now. A well-deserved OP tier in today's list. Speaking of the OP hero choice for mid, here comes the question of the day. What are some characteristics that you value more for a solo queue mid lane choice? Is it wave clear? Is it fun? Type your answer in the comment section below to join the community discussion. Cecilion has always been regarded as a ranged version of Aldos. I mean, the later the game goes, the stronger you get, the more threat you pose on an enemy team. Cecilion has a lot of awesome functions packed into him: wave clear, late game scaling, some extended survivability, and most importantly, he's ranged version of Aldos. I mean, what more do you want? But Cecilion, after many patches and nerfs, no longer do any damage early game. In fact, if Cecilion wants to clear wave early game, he's usually forced to spend a good chunk of his mana, aka the ranged version of Aldos. That's why mana management is extremely important on him. Anyways, we're giving Cecilion a rifle tier A today in our list. And this is the complete solo queue hero tier list for the mid lane position. Now, let's talk about support engage role. Again, I want everyone to have a few criteria in mind when you look at this tier list for solo queue. Does this hero have decent crowd control to start a teamfight or a skirmish? Does this hero have decent mobility to get in and get out of a teamfight or acquire vision without getting caught or die? Or is this hero tanky enough to survive waves of enemy firepower? Gloo is probably one of the most annoying tank hero if you play it well. He has Tigro-like quad control, slow shoving people around, and most importantly, he can simply glue onto your carry, which put you in a rock and hard place. Do you hit that glue, or do you let him kidnap your carry into his own territory? All the fun aspect aside, Gloo fits most of the criteria we set up for a well-balanced tank hero today. So we are giving him an S for now. Have fun while you can before a huge nerf is thrown his way. Carmilla has always been a very unique support tank choice in the game. She offers lots of early game pressure whether in lane or invading enemy jungle thanks to her passive and skill 1. The longer you fight, the tankier she gets. On top of it, Carmilla's ultimate is one of the most broken in the game in terms of setting up for insane wombo combo with it. As long as you're working with an ally AoE effect skill, you can instantly wipe out many targets who are linked by this deadly spell. However, in the current version, Carmilla's benefits are usually overshadowed by her downsides, and the most obvious of those are the lack of mobility. Carmilla doesn't have a single gap close skill. And in the same world with heroes who can literally go from top to bottom in 2 seconds, Carmilla usually becomes the easy prey. So we are putting Carmilla on tier A in today's list. And this is a complete solo queue hero tier list for the support tank position. Last but not the least, let's talk about the silent hero tier list for solo queue. In order to carry a game as Sidelane in Mobile Legends, you need to think about a few things when you're picking up a character. Is this hero good at teamfight, or is the hero better at split pushing and putting map pressure all across? Does this hero skill late game, or do I have to win early game or else? With those criteria in mind, Paquito certainly meets most of it. He's good at putting on tons of quad control in teamfights while keeping a dominant lane pressure throughout. If you happen to get caught by Paquito, praying that he doesn't have his skill ready usually never works, because it's almost certain that you will receive a fist beating. Thanks to how universal Paquito is, we are placing him as the OP tier in today's tier list. What are you waiting for? Go practice now! Go, 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 go! After many iterations of nerf imbalances, Natalia is finally coming to a comfortable spot on the side lane. She can no longer single-handedly invade at level 1 thanks to the passive adjustments. She can no longer pull Ling off mid-air with a single auto attack, and for the same reason, she can be countered by many assassins now including Hayabusa, who Natalia used to destroy before the change. But this doesn't mean Natalia is not scary late game. She can still one-shot any squishy assassin including Ling, and she still has infinite invisibility thanks to her passive, and vulnerability to physical auto attack thanks to her skill 2. Still a fun hero to play all around. We're giving Natalia an A tier in today's tier list. And this is a complete solo queue hero tier list for the fighter Sidelane position. In addition to this traditional 1-1 layout tier list, another very frequently seen playstyle in Mobile Legends is 1-2-2, especially for any mythics and lower rank. With all the other position tier lists remain the same, I do want to share a complete tier list with marksmen in it. The reason why most classic marksmen only make it to tier B is mainly due to the common lack of survivability alone on the side lane. That's why you frequently see 1-2-2 instead of 1-3-3 when your team pick out heroes like Layla or Clint. But once they are farmed, they can be the scariest things in the game, so don't ever underestimate this tier B auto attack heroes. And here is a complete solo queue hero tier list for the fighter Sidelane position with marksman. And that will do it for us today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop the like, subscribe, and turn the bell on to all notification bells. AssassinDave signing off. Love you guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.
Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit with you, just the thrill of it.